There comes a night where you're staring at the ceiling and you finally realize something brutal. Life didn't beat you. You beat yourself, not with failure, but with reactions. Every time you snapped, every time you send a message too fast, every time you let one moment ruin your entire day, that's where your power went. Most people think their problem is bad luck, bad people, bad circumstances. It's not. The real problem is this: they react to everything and call it normal. And that's exactly why they stay stuck. Stay with me, because if you understand what I'm about to show you, you'll never give your power away that easily again. Most people live their entire lives as prisoners to their first thought, their first feeling, their first impulse. Something happens and they explode, or they collapse, and they call it being human. They call it normal, but normal is exactly why most people stay trapped. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Someone cuts you off in traffic, your whole day is ruined. One email from your boss, your mind spirals for hours. A friend doesn't text back, and suddenly you've written a full story about why they hate you. You react to everything like it's life or death. But here's the part nobody tells you. Between what happens to you and how you respond, there's a space, a small gap. Most people never see it because they're moving too fast, feeling too much, reacting without thought. But that space, that's where your freedom lives. That gap is the difference between power and chaos. Think about water hitting a rock. The water doesn't get offended. It doesn't rage. It doesn't complain about how unfair the rock is. It just flows around it, over it, past it, quiet, relentless, unbothered. Now be honest with yourself. You haven't been water. You've been fire when you needed ice, noise when you needed silence, reaction when you needed response. And where has that gotten you? Same arguments, same stress eating you alive from the inside, same regret after you snap, same shame when you realize you could have handled it better. Your mind lies to you. It tells you reacting fast means you're strong, that showing emotion proves you care, that anger means you won't be pushed around. But look around. The people who react to everything control nothing. The loudest people in the room are usually the weakest. They've handed everyone else the control over their emotions. Every time you react without thinking, you prove the outside world is stronger than you. You prove your peace depends on perfect conditions. You prove your happiness is fragile, borrowed, held hostage by things you cannot control. That's not strength. That's slavery. I learned this the hard way. I used to take everything personally. Every look, every comment, every silence. I'd lie awake replaying conversations, building cases in my head, getting angry at people who were probably asleep. And one day I realized something brutal. I wasn't tired from working. I wasn't tired from life. I was exhausted from my reactions, from carrying every small offense like a brick in my backpack, from treating every inconvenience like a personal attack. That's when it hit me. The person who hurt me the most wasn't my enemy. It was me. Every time I reacted instead of responded. Every time I let someone else's bad mood become my bad week. Every time I gave away my peace for free. Here's the truth. No slogans required. You cannot control what happens to you, but you always control what you do with it. That's not positive thinking. That's ownership. When someone insults you, you choose. Carry their poison for days, or recognize their words say more about their pain than your worth. When plans fall apart, you choose. Waste energy fighting reality, or adapt and move forward. When people disappoint you, you choose. React like a wounded child, or respond like someone who understands that everyone is fighting battles you cannot see. This isn't about becoming emotionless, it's about becoming intentional. It's about creating space between trigger and action, about taking your power back from your impulses. Start small. When someone says something that usually sets you off, pause. Count to 3. When anger rises, ask yourself, will this matter in 5 years? When you want to send that angry message, write it. Don't send it. Wait an hour. Most of the time, you'll realize it wasn't worth it. The strongest people I know aren't calm because life is easy. They're calm because they trained themselves. They feel the emotion, but they don't become it. They notice the impulse, but they don't obey it. And yes, you'll fail sometimes. You'll still snap, still overreact, still let small things steal your peace. That's part of the process. But every time you choose response over reaction, you're building something dangerous. Self-control, the muscle that separates children from adults, victims from leaders, people controlled by life from people who control themselves. So stop handing your power away. Stop letting random people dictate your mood. Stop reacting to everything like it's an emergency. Most things don't deserve your energy. The world will always test you. People will disappoint you. Life will remain unfair. But you don't have to dance to every song. You don't have to attend every argument. You don't have to carry every burden offered to you. Your response is your choice. It's the one thing that can never be taken from you, unless you give it away. So tonight, when you're staring at the ceiling, remember this. Between what happens and what you do next, there is a pause, a gap, a choice. Use it. Don't react like the person you were. Respond like the person you're becoming. Because the person you're becoming doesn't leak power through emotion. They protect their peace. They choose their battles. They move from strength, not wounds. Start with one moment, one pause, one controlled response. That ceiling won't judge who you were yesterday, but it's watching to see who you choose to be tomorrow.